They are making a difference on 938 Live.
Blood Ties was a blood donation drive organized by the Singapore Red Cross's Youth Donor Club to recruit younger donors and possibly let them take the first step in making a lifelong habit of giving. I spoke to Ivan T. from the Youth Donor Club.
I think the biggest challenge for youth to donate blood is actually pain, because they're actually concerned about the fear of needles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some of them find they have very packed schedules, so they don't have time as well. And I think another important thing is that there's a lack of urgency among youth to actually want to donate blood, because we haven't had a national crisis where we have shortage of blood so far. So we are effectively living from our supply is equal to our demand. 1.8% of Singapore's population donate blood on a regular basis. Yeah.
1.8% is very low. So how is the club actually tackling these issues then?
Basically, for the Youth Donor Club, what we actually do is to encourage social responsibility among youth through blood donation. So what we try to do is we try to educate youth on these issues, like correct the common myths that they might have through education, through outreach program. And we are trying to appeal to the youth as well, because as long as they start young, they are more likely to continue on with blood donation in the future when they grow older.
But if somebody is afraid of pain, though, they're not going to get over that fear very easily. So what are you doing to tackle that?
So we'll try to do personal testimonials, outreach programs, to try to alleviate these fears, and we encourage them to come and give it a try, because the only time that they will know that it's actually painless is when they actually go down and try themselves.
So do you think perhaps schools can play more of a part by educating the youths in the schools to understand the importance of blood donation?
Yes, definitely, because there's only so much our outreach programs and our advertising can do to reach out to all these youths. The most important part is the schools, because these schools are the first touch point for all the youths, and we want to provide them the opportunities to be exposed at an earlier age. And I believe that schools can give these opportunities by working with us to have road shows, and we can expose them from young, like at the age of 14 and 15, about blood donation and all these myths, and correct these myths when they are young, so that when they reach the age of 16, they'll be ready to be part of the National Blood Program.
Are there any challenges when it comes to talking to their parents, for example, to give permission and encourage them to donate blood?
I think there's a common misconception among parents that similar to a lot of youth, there's this misconception that blood donation is actually a painful process. But actual fact, it's actually quite painless. So we also do try to talk to these parents when they come when we get to interact with them as well. Yeah, so we'll try to, with parents as well as the youth, we'll try to alleviate these myths, and we'll give them the correct exposure to blood donation.
Take us through what you did for Blood Ties this year.
Okay, so for myself, what I did was I was overseeing the operations, as well as licensing with potential event partners. So this year, I worked quite closely with Hamas Worldwide Singapore to work on the publicity campaign, to bring the talents, as well as to work on the social media as well. So for this time around, we leverage on a popular youth culture to reach out to the youth. Like we encourage them to take selfies, to post on Instagram, to declare their passion.
Right, and what was the response like?
The actual turnout for our event was about 177 successful donors out of 292 people who came forth to register. And what I felt is that we had sufficiently spread the word about blood donation to the general public as well as the youth. And we are quite encouraged that about 50% of the donors who donated blood were actually first-timers, which means that this is the avenue for us to capitalize on for the future.
And that was Ivan T. from the Singapore Red Cross's Youth Donor Club. This has been They Are Making a Difference. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daphne Lim.
They are making a difference on 938 Live.